Hello everyone, PallyTime here with TGN.TV. This is a continuation of my Orcs Must Die Nightmare difficulty guides. We are on the level crunch today, and I'm going to say right now that this is probably the hardest level in the game. In fact, this is the only level other than the last level in the game that I still have to make a video for. It's very difficult, but I found a way to kind of manage everything, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So let's go over my weapons and traps. I am using the crossbow with increased headshot damage as well as the mana return on headshots. I'm using the ice amulet with the left click spread as well as the right click increased damage to the frozen targets. I have the flame bracer with, I believe, is a damage increase and mana reduction on the left click as well as a prolonged flame wall. I have the tar with the reduced cost and improved slow, the brimstone with the multiple targets that it can heat up. It can heat up more targets and it reignites faster. The arrow walls with the increased damage and flame arrows, the decoy with the improved health and chill to enemies that attack it. The swinging maces with increased damage and swing time. The archer guardians with the cost reduction and the heal over time. And lastly, the Mana Rage trinket with both upgrades. Mouthful. Yes, I do get tired of saying that. So we have 4 different entrances, and it can get pretty hectic here, so I'm going to just start to lay down archers. I want 12 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there's no reason to put 12 on each side, it's just a nice round number, and you don't hit the guardian limit that way. So that was my first purchase, that's all I could do. So now I'm going to have to run to the north entrance and start to take out these orc. Now, a lot of you have been asking me, what do I think of the crossbow? Why don't you ever use the crossbow? And I hate the crossbow. For one simple reason, headshot detection is fucking terrible. The gun just seems to shoot off in either too high or too low, and it doesn't matter where I'm aiming on most of these small orcs, I can't get a headshot because the fucking bolt just goes wherever it wants to. I mean, I'm aiming right at their head and I've only gotten 1 headshot, 2. It's just really frustrating. So I prefer the blunderbuss, simply because you could just point it at them and it knocks them back. It's a lot more effective to me. The hit detection on this is just so bad, especially when I have to rely it to get my mana back. That's why I actually have the Mana Rage trinket instead of the healing trinket, just because I don't feel that the headshots are consistent enough. And I'm not sitting here trying to tell you that I have the best aim in the world either, because I certainly do not, but I know when I'm aiming it directly at someone's head, I expect the bolt to go directly to their head, and it just doesn't seem to do it most of the time. But these first 2 or 3 rounds are going to be a little hectic, especially if you're not very good with the crossbow, such as myself. Simply because that's really your only line of defense until they start to get to the middle. And there should be like a troll or something at the end of this first wave. Yeah! Fucking mountain troll. Just gonna freeze him. Shoot him in the head. Alright, gonna jump across and start to lay down archers on the other side as well. Remember, 12 on each side. So it's 6, so I need to lay down another 6 eventually. All the mobs are going to be coming out of the south entrance on this round, so make your way over there and do the same thing. I like to use the flame wall because it gets rid of everyone's shield that walks through it. It doesn't necessarily do a lot of damage, but it gets rid of everyone's shield. And then while I'm kiting backwards, I can attempt to get the mana back to lay down another flame wall. So I mean, it's a decent way to deal with these first few waves. Yeah, I think there's something a little off with the crossbow. See, I mean, look, some of these shots just fly straight up, and the crosshair is green. That means it's as accurate as it's gonna get. But some of these shots just do not go where you're aiming. So I definitely prefer the blunderbuss over the crossbow. It's just not very... It doesn't suit me. Does not suit me. I miss my hammer so much every time I play this level. Alright, we have an ogre coming out. We're going to light him, or excuse me, freeze him. I picked the flame bracer on accident. You want to freeze all the ogres and just get a couple quick headshots to take him down. Oh, I hate this weapon. I hate it. I hate it. Don't worry, I'm only gonna complain like one more round, and then I don't really have to use it anymore. Alright, so we need 6 more archers down.
Stabbing time.
And with the rest of my gold, I'm going to go ahead and lay down some tar. So you want to leave enough for a row of brimstone, so I'm going to go 2 spaces left. So, right there.
Step right this way.
And you're going to do a 3x3 block of tar. That's eventually what you're building up to. I would not recommend doing that jump because I have died many times trying to do it. Honestly, I probably have more practice on this level than any other level in the game at this point, so that jump's a little sketchy. Just walk around. It takes like no time. And you have these portals that you could take, even though I mostly don't take them. See, look at this. Look at this. Not even moving. Stationary target. Headshot wasn't connecting. Drives me crazy. I hate this gun. And now it's going right over his head. Look! Oh! Oh, the rage is building. Oh. Anyway, holy shit, come on. Well, you're supposed to move back side to side relatively quickly because they kind of stagger the ogres here. So you want to make sure that you're always ready for the ogres. As you can see, that's not going that great for me considering it took me 10 minutes to clear up the south side or north side or whatever side I'm looking at right now. But we're all caught up, so I'm going to continue to lay down the tar. Remember, leave 2 spaces, because that's where your brimstone's going to go a little bit later. Alright, flame ogre. So on the end of both sides you have a regular ogre. Actually, on the south side you only have a flame ogre. I mean, they give you enough time to be able to go back and forth, and it's really not a big deal. Alright, finish our tar.
Treat time.
And on the center of the back row, actually probably lay it over here, I'm going to put down a decoy. So at the start of round 4, you're going to encounter your first frost ogre, and the 2 side doors are going to open up. The frost ogre always comes out of the left side first, so you want to make sure you're there ready to take care of him. A few shots of the flame bracer will take him down really easy.
Ooh, here's a good one.
And then I'm just going to continue to lay down my tar. Once I get back up to 700 gold, I'll lay down another decoy. And like I said, I've played this level probably more than any other level in this game. And it always felt like there was something missing. Like I would clear it and it would work, but it just didn't feel good, or I would just drastically fail, like horribly fail. And I never really knew what the missing piece of the puzzle was. And the missing piece of the puzzle were these decoys. They are so valuable. So valuable. So I'm just going to let my archers finish this up, because on the west side at the end of round 4 you have another frost ogre spawning. He kind of requires your attention because he can kill that. He'll attack the decoy, I mean that's what you want him to do, but he'll also kill it incredibly quick. So I'm going to go up here and do a right click freeze. Right click freeze lasts longer and they take a bit more damage from the from incoming damage. I'm going to lay down a second decoy now, to make sure that both sides of the stairs are covered, because I've had some trouble with the Gnoll Hunters getting by, so I want to make sure that isn't an issue. Now under these decoys I'm going to lay down brimstone. As you can see, I only did this side. Round 5 is the first round that you will encounter flyers, but your archers are more than enough to take care of them, so you just need to concern yourself with ground units. And I'm going to let my archers take care of the small elementals as well. Hey, big guy. There were Cobalt Runners in this round. That's what the Brimstone's for. But they're mostly, the Brimstone's mostly there to take care of the runners in the later rounds. Your archers are more than enough in this particular round, round 5 out of 12. Oh, I almost ran into the acid. Love it when my mouse freaks out and just turns really fast. Love it. That doesn't get annoying. And right now you're just kind of in cleanup mode. This round was mostly here to test whether or not you were ready for flyers, and clearly we were. I'm gonna try to pick up all the coins that I can. That's the thing about this level too. By the time you're done, there's just coins everywhere. So you want to make sure you're picking those up. It's really easy to tunnel vision on this map. I've done it many, many times. It's really easy to tunnel vision and just want to focus on what's in front of you.
Just for you.
But you make sure you're getting all of your extra skulls that you could be getting and everything like that.
Bring it.
So I'm going to extend the tar out one more row. So we're going to put 4 on the right and 3 on the top. And I'm going to do that on both sides, and then that's done. So we have some Null Hunters coming in. Just going to freeze them. You can see the south side was doing what it was supposed to. They were attacking the decoys. Sometimes they don't, though. So whenever you hear the Null Hunter, you want to make sure that you're paying attention to it. I mean, in theory, they should always attack the decoys, but for some reason they aggro onto the archers sometime and don't want to let them go. We have more Null Hunters coming out. That one will always aggro the decoy because it's the first thing he sees. But I'll freeze him nonetheless. He was on the east side. There's actually a lot coming on the east side. I'm going to go help. So what's the best way to help? Just when they're attacking the decoys, throw down a flame wall right on top of the decoy so all of them hitting it are getting flamed as well. And I'm going to grab this mana potion. Continue to help out. Going to the other side now because we got a pretty decent pile up. Do the same thing.
I live for mass orc killing.
Now you will replace these decoys several times. Don't be discouraged by that. They will die off. It's really not a big deal. You are going to have a lot of money doing it this way. I mean, you make a couple grand every single round actually, so. Alright, so I am going to begin to reinforce one of these sides. Which side doesn't really matter. And this is the beginning of round 7. There's going to be a lot of Cobalt Runners in this round, but we're totally prepared for that with our Brimstone already.
They're in the south hall.
So I'm just setting up my clockwork maces inside of the halls on the east and west side. Looks like we have some ogres coming in. Look, nothing but headshots. Nothing but headshots, but only like 2 of them counted. Oh, that's infuriating. Alright. So I'm going to go around and just freeze as many ogres as I can. There's a troll attacking my decoys. We can't have that. Look. Look at this. Nothing but headshots. Nothing. Nothing but, oh my god, rage. This is going to make me yell in a second. There we go. So I lost a decoy because of my lack of headshots. Oh my god. Okay, so they're going to kill the other decoys because I took so long. Hopefully you have better luck with headshots than I seem to. That's just unbelievable. Look at it. Look at it. Alright, so I'm going to replace the decoys. Looks like I only lost 2. It's not that bad. You always want to put them on the same side. The idea is to have full coverage of the stairs to make sure nothing can get by. Yet again, no headshots. I'm not moving, I'm not doing anything. Standing still, aiming at their head. Doesn't count as a headshot. Infuriating. Oh my goodness.
So
Lost another decoy, not a big deal.
killing season.
So I'm going to be a little behind because of how many decoys I've lost. They are kind of expensive. And, you know, normally that wouldn't be an issue because you would be getting these headshots. For some reason, I'm just not today. And it sucks. So I'm just going to add in tar in these pathways. 3 rows of 3 should do. Oh, got turned around. And finish my tar there. You have plenty of time right now. Most of the stuff is coming from the north and south entrances, so there's really nothing to be worried about. Right now we're basically getting prepared for round 8. Or excuse me, round 10. We're in round 8 right now. We're getting ready for round 10. Round 10 is going to have a lot of ogres. Pretty ridiculous amount of ogres, actually.
Whoa, this has to be some sort of wreck.
Gonna grab this mana potion. We have an ogre coming in. Just gonna freeze him. Not get headshots again. And then move to the other side. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's move to the other side. Flame wall there. Flame wall here. Grab this mana potion. You stop right there, ogre. I don't know where else on your face I could shoot you for it to count as a headshot.
Sweet. Check out
Oh, this is pissing me off. Seriously. Hate the crossbow. Such a broken weapon.
Let's do it again.
Alright, finish off our defenses on this east side here.
Ooh,
Add in more
shiny.
tar. There's another round that starts out with a lot of kobolds, but again, we're totally prepared for that, so nothing even to worry about at all. We have an Earth Lord coming out of the west entrance. There's going to be 2 of them. So I'll just freeze them, get headshots. Theoretically. Alright, that's good enough. Make sure these Null Hunters aren't getting to my archers. No, they're being good. They're attacking the barricades. Well, they did kill that decoy incredibly quickly. Not a problem, we'll just replace it really fast.
Here, orky, orky, orky.
Another decoy down on the left. Go ahead and replace it since I can't get headshots. So we have an armored ogre coming in on both sides. It's the first time they've been introduced onto this level. And again, if I can get headshots, that wouldn't be a big deal.
Combo. I'm an orc killing chief.
Just freeze them, shoot them in the head. But for some reason I can't get headshots.
Whoa, it's like looking in a mirror.
And it's going to be the same thing on the other side. I'm losing a lot of decoys here. A lot of decoys. So again, that's going to be putting me behind where I should be. It's fucking unbelievable. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. If I lose this level, I'm still going to post this video. If I don't 5-skull it, because this is the best strategy. I'm just getting conned out of all these headshots. Okay, so I'm going to add in more swinging maces onto the north and south entrances. And just put a 2x2 of tar. And I'm going to do that on both sides. That's going to help prevent ogres quite a bit. And then everything from here on out is going to be decoys and arrow walls. The arrow walls come late simply because you don't need them.
They're in the east hall.
Alright, we have a frost ogre coming in. I'm just going to hit it with the flame bracer every time I see it. He is coming from the south entrance. And he's already dead. Only took two flame bracer shots. We have 2 or 3 coming from the north entrance. Remember when I said round 10 was the round of the ogres? That's because it is. They throw an alarming amount of ogres at you, and if you're not ready for it, it's going to be a problem. We have 3 frost ogres coming out of the west entrance, and we have 3. Let me restart that. We have 3 fire ogres coming out of the west entrance. We had 3 Frost Ogres coming out of the north entrance. Again, you want to use your Flame Bracer and your Ice Amulet appropriately. Then switch to the other side to counter the other 3 Ogres coming in from the east entrance. And the other 3 Frost Ogres coming in from the south entrance. 4 Frost Ogres. They're probably going to kill the decoy, that's fine. That's what they're there for. I wish I had mana. And then move back to the other side because you have another 4 Frost Ogres. It's just a really alarming amount of Frost Ogres. So I'm going to pop my Mana Rage and just burn these guys down. Try not to spend any more money on decoys. Alright, so now we're going to just start to add in arrow walls in all of our death boxes. Wish I had a little bit more gold. Oh, fancy that. There's gold everywhere on this map. See what I mean? Actually, it's not as bad as it normally is. If you look at my mini-map, there's actually not that much gold around. Normally, I tunnel vision so bad on this level, just focusing on the ogres, that there's literally gold everywhere. So you've probably heard a lot of grunting at the start of this. That's because it's another ogre round. So I'm just going to try to take care of each side as fast as I can. And after I kill that Frost Ogre, I'm going to move to the other side. Probably should have started on the north side first. Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Oh, yeah.
These headshots, really irritating. Really, really, really irritating. I can't even begin to tell you. Can't even begin to tell you how irritating it is. Lost a decoy, no problem. We're going to replace him. We've gotten 2,000 gold since this round started, so definitely not hard to do. And there you can see a good example of gnolls that were going to ignore the decoys and just run straight into my archer line. Again, that's something that doesn't happen often, but something that you need to keep an eye out for. I believe these two were going to do the same thing. Alright, I'm just going to pick up some more gold since we have some downtime. Ugh, irritating. And now we are moving on to round 12 out of 12. If you've gotten this far, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to beat the level. Getting to this point was definitely the hardest part. So I'm just going to lay down arrow walls in every conceivable place for me to lay down an arrow wall. And I was a little off with my placement there, not a big deal. Alright. So there's going to be lots of ogres, lots of flyers, lots of everything, really. If you can freeze the ogres in your swinging maces, that really does help out, really does make this go a lot smoother. Ogre teleported and continues to not want to be headshot. I mean, I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to be shot in the face either, but still.
The last thing you'll ever see.
Probably should be saving my money just in case these decoys go down. But I honestly think I'm going to be fine. Alright, we have Flame Ogre spawning out of the left now. A lot of ogres spawning out of the left. Nothing we can't handle with a good old Ice Amulet.
Kill streak.
And now most of the stuff is coming out of the other entrance, so the ogres flop sides. A bunch of them spawned out of the west, and then they switched to the east. Again, nothing a Frost Amulet can't solve. And then we have a bunch coming from the, what is this, south entrance, including an Armored Ogre. Oh my god, my headshots are working. That's incredible. It's all good.
No!
I hate having to rely on this crossbow. I miss my hammer so much. And hey, we have done it. Just to waste some more money, I'm going to lay down a bunch of decoys and sit here and just watch these guys melt to my flame bracer. Alright guys, well I hope this video helped you out. I hate using the crossbow. I never want to use it again. To answer everyone who's been asking me what I think of the crossbow. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will be back soon with more Orcs Must Die Nightmare difficulty coverage. If you did enjoy today's video, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button below. Leave me a comment down below as well. And if you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe. I will see you guys soon. Okay, bye.